I'm Monica McNutt. Today I'm with Jalen Brunson, the star point guard for the New York Knicks. And we are going to dive into some tape to explore what makes Jalen so good. Brought to you by DoorDash.
Brunson drives inside, puts it up, puts it in! Have we seen anything like this in the NBA?
In this segment, we're talking about bringing everyone in.
This guy's automatic.
First of all, how fun has it been this year before we get into the tape?
It's been really fun. And the best part about it is that we haven't really thought about it. We're just going day by day, playing, obviously winning, just finding ways to get better every single day. But it's been really fun.
I know that you are the ultimate team guy, and we're going to get into it on the tape. But it's also all-star caliber year for you, all NBA caliber year for you. You've been in the national conversation in a way that Knicks fans don't always love, but people are talking about you personally. How have you navigated this season?
Honestly, I hear everything. I hear everything. I see everything. It's impossible not to with the social media era that we're in. But yeah, like I said, I see it, I hear it, and just put it over there and just keep on going. Because no matter what, people are gonna say positive things, people are gonna say negative things. You can't be oh, people are saying good things about me, and then once the negative stuff comes, you can't be all right, I'm gonna block it out. No, you gotta block out both.
Right.
Just to be consistent with it.
That is a skill, though, because it's a whole lot of chatter. All right, let's get into it. This first set of plays we're gonna look at, we just see you as the centerpiece, as the guy that's responsible for bringing everybody together.
8-7, 8 on the shot clock, rather. DiVincenzo on the fade, loose ball. Scramble, picked up Brunson, feeds it inside on the back door.
But what are you guys looking for early on?
Well, this is definitely a zone, and the weak spot in the zone's the middle. So basically, we're trying to find gaps and stuff, and then you can clearly offensive rebound in the middle of the zone. Sometimes I do things, I'm just I don't know how I did that, but there's another angle of this from the baseline, and it looks like I'm literally about to hit Isaiah right in the face, but it goes right past him. But yeah, I just play off instinct.
So let's go back though. The first shot, grade the shot. Donte's obviously shooting the ball great this season, comfortably in the 40% margin. This zone does react to him, obviously, because you have to. So the first look, was this a solid look for you guys?
Yeah.
Julius draws in the middle. It's gonna swing back around.
Whenever you have someone step into a shot confident like that, and you're open as soon as you catch the ball, and as soon as you hesitate, defense is gonna collapse or get onto you.
Right. So how much of the pass to OG though is OG's read versus your read? Was it an eye contact thing? How do we get there?
I think OG started to cut, and then once I saw that, I didn't see anyone react to him. So now it was just he's gonna continue to cut, and the ball's gonna just meet him right there. So I just threw the ball, and he got it.
For OG joining this team, Jalen, what was it like to help him become part of this team?
He honestly made it so easy. He came in with an open mindset, and like I said this after a game one time. He was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm gonna keep cutting. And so I was like, it's working out. You're playing great. So he has a great basketball IQ, and he does all the little things. And one thing I learned from a young age, when you focus on the little things, in a game, all the the stuff that matters or people see, points, rebounds, assists, all that stuff, they come naturally.
Yeah.
And so if you're focusing on kind of the defensive side of the ball, hustle plays and stuff like that, all the other stuff is going to come natural because you're focusing on the things that really matter that are not on the stat sheet. So and he has that mindset, and then he was ready to go from day one.
The Burrow battle is coming down to the wire here in Brooklyn. Brunson using the screen, challenges Claxton, blocked by Claxton! Here's Smith on the move. Smith drives in, scoop no, tipped up in the air. Johnson's got it, it's blocked by Anunoby! And Hart saves it for Randall. Up ahead, bounce, back for Randall! Hammer jam!
Just take me through it.
Well, first I get my shot, be at the rim.
It happens.
Yeah, and then Josh makes a great play down there. Precious tips the ball. OG blocks it once again. Josh saves it. Well, Josh saves it, but it looks like the ball hits out of bounds. But I'm not gonna speculate on that. Julius gets the ball out, hits back me. I just knew that Julius can finish the ball in transition. And at that point, the place was rocking. And it's weird because obviously we were in Brooklyn, but man, it was rocking. It was one of the loudest cheers I've heard.
You obviously make great plays all the time, but on a play like that, to get Julius going, a highlight dunk, like what are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, I see this dude running full speed, and I know that me personally, from a person who takes a lot of charges, I wouldn't want to stand in front of him and take a charge. So seeing him run down the court full speed, I'm like, all right, he's going to finish this, or he's going to get fouled. So
We love to see it. We trust your thinking a lot on the court. All right, so this next one, what were you looking for to unfold?
Raptors trying to hang around with 8.5 remaining.
See if they can keep Brunson out of the paint.
Josh Hart, three-pointer.
smart defenders kind of like to jam people at half court, which is exactly what he's doing. And so with him, I just kind of protect the ball and kind of use my strength to kind of get where I want down the floor. And so once I come up the screen and roll, obviously Precious is going to roll, and then these guys are going to zone up. And one thing I know about Josh, once he steps in like that, I know that he's shooting it confidently. And so I'm watching him being that far back off the line, knew that he was going to be ready to line it up and shoot it.
Precious is a guy that plays with a lot of energy. He's got a great base, but another guy that is a new addition in terms of grasping everything he's supposed to be doing. What's the communication there?
Just depending on how the defense is playing, obviously this guy's up to touch, but he's dropping with the roller. And so one thing that me and Precious and all our bigs have talked about, hey, if you see your defender starting to come up to blitz, slip out. Slip out, short roll, and get ready to make a play. But if his defender is not that high or coming to blitz, set the good screen. The initial ball defender, we don't have to worry about anymore. We just know that we can see the rest of the court. We see who's where and what. And so, yeah.
It's a great read. The other thing that's special about that, Jalen, and you guys have the opportunity to continue to do this through the season, but you're making a pass to a well-documented college teammate in Josh Hart. Donte's playing terrific as well. As you guys continue to evolve as professionals, what's it been like sharing the journey with them?
Really cool. I've gotten that question a lot recently. So for me, I don't really think about it because obviously we're living in the moment. But seeing where we were when I first met Donte, it was 2013, 2014 on the AAU circuit, meeting Josh and Ryan for the first time on my visit in 2014, and then being all three teammates in 2015, 16, where we won a title together. And so having that whole thing come full circle is wild to me. To see the dudes that we were back then, having the goals that we did, and then seeing the work ethic, and then seeing where we are now in our lives on a personal level and on a professional level, it's really cool to see.
Let's get to this next play because the recent history between the Knicks and Miami is loaded, but this one was at the Garden. What do you remember as tie ball game in the fourth?
For the lead. Oh, yeah! Jalen Brunson from downtown.
Well, one, I remember Isaiah was setting incredible screens this game, and then I kind of understood what they were doing. The guards were just matching with wherever I went the ball in this zone, and so I was just comfortable. As soon as I saw him get hit with the screen and starting to go under, I just knew that I need to shoot this. And we had momentum. This is going to help us propel us forward. And so, shot the ball, and then my celebration. It just happened. I wasn't planning on doing that. It was just once I heard the whistle for timeout, the place was loud, everything was rocking, and
So we started this segment talking about your ability to bring everybody in. Obviously, that starts with your teammates. But in this moment, at the Garden, you look at Starks, you look at Melo and his son Kyan, you're bringing everybody in New York into this experience of Knicks basketball. How fun is that?
I can't put that into words. It's because I usually, when I'm out there, I focus on inside those lines. I don't focus on anything outside of it, whatever. But there's just something special about playing in that arena, playing in front of those fans. It's you can talk about it all you want. My dad could tell me all the stories all he wants about playing for the Knicks and stuff like that. But when you're actually in it, it's totally different, and it's a life changer.